Good day, everyone. My name is Thomas Dew. I'm the client director with Aspirico, managing the iplanit software across Australia and New Zealand. So welcome to our webinar today, which we have called Beyond Case Management Series. And today we'll be concentrating about the support plan, tracking of goals and actions and outcomes. The webinar today is a part 2. We had a webinar last month, and we're going to roll another webinar next month. Lisa Walters, who some of you may have been in contact with, lining up this webinar, is one of our consultants. Lisa works from Adelaide Hills to be more specific. Lisa has 12 years experience in the disability and aged care sector before joining us. And myself, as I mentioned before, I'm the client director with Aspirico. I'm originally from Denmark, so my accent is a bit crooked, that's why. So I'm from Denmark. I worked in New Zealand, the UK, and in Denmark and out here in Australia in the disability sector. So what we're doing today is tracking goals and outcomes. Is really the core of what we're going to go and look into. We're also going to have a look at my support plan. So how does iplanit keep support plans alive? Yeah, this is absolutely the core of what we do. It's about person-centeredness. It's about making sure that these support plans are of the value that you need them to be. Absolutely. So it's about understanding the support plans, the data that sits in there, and how you can really work with them in real time, every day, assign tasks and link staff and understand the risks associated. And when there is outcomes and goals within the support plan, we'll have a look at how we can actually track and work them. This is great. So that could also be an NDIS goal, a personal goal, yeah. In November, we'll do what we call from cash to contract. It'll be about support tasks, staff activity reporting, as you can see there, and budgeting and claiming. So a bit of a mixed bag, but the staff activity reporting within the iplanit software is absolutely great. It really does. It gives you as operations managers a view of the work that the staff are doing within the software. So look, the Aspirico's values, for those of you who haven't spent too much time researching us or don't know too much about Aspirico as a company, our values is called EVITA, and they stands for evidencing value, inclusion, transparency, and accountability. And I'm absolutely certain that some of these values are also values that really sits and resonate with you as service provider, providing direct report to vulnerable people, yeah, whatever industry that you're in the disability industry. It's absolutely about evidencing things that you do. You've got to be inclusive, we know that. So transparency and accountability. So as I go along, and definitely with the demonstration, try and keep these values in mind, because they are evident. They're evident across the system. It's simply at the core of Aspirico and what we do. So try and keep them in mind. I'll try and remind you as well as we go along. You can see the greatness of the iplanit and how it's so person-centered and transparent. So in summary, before we get started with the support plans and whatnot, the iplanit software is a leading electronic care plan sort of provider, and it really incorporates, as you can see there, case management, client management, absolutely, truly person-centered software. And we hear the person-centered quite a lot, but in this instance, the participant or the person being supported, I might say, can log into their portal, can see their progress, can see their goals, the support plans, their calendar. That is person-centered, yeah. We are very transparent, we're very accountable, we provide accountability for what we do. The software has been configured. This is a massive part of the software. Has been configured and implemented to more than 100 customers across Australia, New Zealand, and the UK. And the 7 international awards we won are indeed because of them, the level of configuration that we will go in and do for you guys as new customers or existing customers changing their needs, and being able to have the person's profile locking into So the core of iplanit is what you see in the middle there is what every iplanit system comes with, and that's really where we will be concentrating on today. So the support plans, the outcomes, the tracking of goals and reporting alike, and KPIs that sits in there. That's what we're going to be talking about today, but not one size fits all. So we have another 10 optional modules traveling around in the blue circle around there, as you can see. And that is really, some larger providers may want to put the referral module in there, you know. Other providers may want to hold staff qualifications. It's really not one size fits all, and we know that. So the standard modules here in Australia is the calendar. It's a very easy functionality to actually do your NDIS claiming. Services and funding, it's a bit of a must if you want to claim through the portal and in other ways. And the event and incident management module speaks for itself. With such a person-centered software, plugging that in is incredible and can give you amazing data. So yeah, if you have an interest in some of that, you can get back to Lisa as well, and we can speak more about them. So why providers are using the iplanit software? Well, the images on the left shows you that it's a bit of a messy office with a lot of messy paperwork. There's people just trying to find hidden tails in everything they do, and really the images on the right hand side have really just packaged this all together. So we know that when it comes to your support plans, they are all sitting in one spot. You can see when they're up for renewal, you can see how they're tracking, and you can see if something is working or not working within the plan. Yeah, this is absolutely incredible, because we can't just wait 12 months to review a plan. And what does that mean when you sit around the table? No, these plans are live plans, and they should be reviewed as you go along, as we all change support needs, and we may have changed our circumstances. Yeah. So it's about, it's a cost effectiveness, it's a time effectiveness, it's about not totally getting rid of paper, because you've got to have that NDIS plan, you've got to have that funding contract there with you, but it's really about eliminating as much paper and keeping things updated in real time. We spent some time on the support plans, of course, today, but here's a screenshot of what a support plan in the iplanit software could look like. So you can see they're very easy icons, but behind every icon, you would say there's a bit of there's a configured form to meet the need of that topic. So personal health may look different to behavior support plan, who may look different to mobility and what's important to me. Yeah, so that's really how iplanit keeps their support plan. It makes sense to some of you who haven't seen it before. When we go in from a dashboard point of view, we have all the information in one spot, so we're absolutely able to see what plans that we have. Are they in draft? Are they up for renewal? When are they due? The aim here is to keep them alive. If for your support staff to access them, and your team members is through supervision and clinical meetings that you really want to go in and start using these plans and see them all. So we understand here that the support plans and outcomes, so that's the task within the support plan, that they need to become live. They need to become very, very person-centered. So it's about iplanit gathering information from within the software. You can see the small little dot on the left-hand side, dragging it in, collating it all, and we bring that out to the outcome. So we're not gonna flick across the iplanit software to find that note, that outcome. It all sits in the outcomes tab. Yeah, very simple, very, very, very easy way to work, very time effective, very cost effective. So definitely give you a heads up when it comes to timing and easiness. The reporting across the support and the support plans and the outcomes is really what we call a one-touch report. So across the software, and I'll show you as well, it's about making it as easy for you as possible to get that get the information out that you need for analysis, for understanding the care support needs that you're providing. Is it working? Is it not working? So So the reporting is an absolutely crucial factor across the iplanit software, but also indeed about the reporting, the NDIS goals, and so support plans and NDIS goals and personal goals and anything else. With this information, absolutely indeed, you are cutting time. You definitely are cutting cost. You're not flicking through paperwork to really understand, to get trends. The reporting here will give you these trends. Same for monitoring. Monitoring, to be absolutely accountable and transparent, you have the ability to monitor what happens across your organization today and what may have been different from tomorrow, where you're going. What's been different from yesterday and where you're going from tomorrow. You keep track of all your plans. So you may be a semi-large provider with a fair few hundred, a few thousand clients, having one spot where you can see all the plans, when they're up for, when are they due to be updated, why are you tracking on it, where you're tracking on it, and what works and what doesn't work. It's absolutely transparent for running safe services. And of course, the rule of thumb with the iplanit software is what we get in, we can get out. And if you can prove us wrong, we welcome that. So it's about keeping plans and outcomes accurate, yeah, at all times. So we have to report to third parties. We may have to report to the Ministry of Health in New Zealand, or the NDIS Quality and Safeguard in Australia. NDIA may want to have some information as well. So it's about up-to-date, real-time, great recording. So should you not achieve someone's personal goal, you may want to speak to the client and say, oh, this is the reason why we didn't achieve it. And you can drill into your reporting and your notes taking around that goal for the last 6 months. Wouldn't take you many minutes. Same with an NDIS goal. Absolutely, you may not achieve a goal. That is absolutely okay. But why didn't you? So let's have a quick look at the notes, yeah, and the path that you guys have been on the last 6 months to achieve this goal, which you may not have. So it's okay if you can report on it in a very detailed way. And again, what's happening within your organization in regards to evidencing what you're doing, and how can you evidence, and how can you use this evidence for compliant purposes, and further registration into other access other services. So back to the values. That really concludes the PowerPoint slides here before I jump into the demo side. But let's keep the values in mind. Let's keep the evidencing of value, the inclusion, the transparency, and the accountability. Let's try and keep some of these words in mind when we track through to into the demo side.